I'm not even in the country. A quick word before we start. This is filing support, not legal advice. Ejaries.a is a private service. It is not a government website, and it is not affiliated with the Dubai Land Department or with RERA. You can always register your Ejaries yourself through the Dubai REST app or at a trustee center. The official fee on the app is 177 dirhams and 50 fils. Our service fee is 299 dirhams plus VAT. The certificate is always issued by RERA. We prepare and check your file and follow it through. We do not issue the certificate, and we cannot guarantee an approval or a timing. An owner living abroad, letting out a Dubai apartment, a tenant who has signed for a place but has not flown in yet, wanting things ready before they land. A family member handling a relative's tenancy from another country entirely. All of them need a Dubai Ejaries. None of them can walk into a center, and for many of them, the app from overseas is more awkward than anyone admits. Wide distance breaks the usual routes. A typing center is a physical place in Dubai. If you're in another country, it is simply not available to you. That door is closed before you start, and no amount of willingness opens it from 3,000 miles away. The app can technically be used from abroad, but distance adds friction at every turn. A foreign phone number that the verification does not like. A UAE pass that was never set up because the person was never here to set it up. An app store pointed at the wrong region. A time zone where the help, if you need it, is asleep when you are awake. So the person overseas often finds themselves with a valid tenancy, a real need, and no comfortable way to act on it from where they are. Everything about their case is fine, except their location, and their location is the one thing they cannot change tonight. Why remote, link-based handling wins here? This is the situation the desk was almost designed for. Distance is not a problem we tolerate. It is close to the default we were built around. Everything we do already happens through a screen, a page in a browser, documents uploaded from wherever you are, a payment link that works across borders, correspondence by email on whatever schedule the distance forces. There is no counter to be absent from because there was never a counter. So it does not matter that you are in London or Mumbai or Toronto. The case does not need your feet in Dubai. It needs your documents and your instruction, and those travel fine. They arrive at the speed of an email, regardless of which time zone sent them. For the overseas landlord especially, this is the difference between a registration that keeps getting postponed month after month, because it is never quite convenient, and one that is simply dealt with from the sofa in a single evening. The documents still rule the case. Distance does not change what the case needs. It changes only how you deliver it. The file is the same file, whether it is handed across a counter or sent from another continent. We will still need the tenancy contract, the title deed, the identification for the parties, and anything specific the case calls. For clear scans, complete, sent through, the quality of what you send matters more when no one can pog back to the counter to fix it in person. Where someone is acting on behalf of another across borders, the right authority still has to be in place, as we covered before. We would rather flag that early than have a case stall halfway, with you asleep in one time zone and the case waiting in another. Next time, the last chapter, and in some ways the most human one, not a broken step, not a deadline, not distance. Just a person who does not want to get it wrong. The insurance motive, chosen on purpose. This was the Ejari desk. I'm Stephen. This is where handling a case, by document and by link, rather than by live queue, turns the distance from an obstacle into a non-issue. You send what you have when it suits you. We pick it up when it suits. The case here. You are not asked to be awake at 3 in the morning, to catch a verification step, or to hold a phone line open across a continent. The work passes back and forth on its own rhythm, and the gap between your clock and ours stops mattering. For the overseas owner, who has been meaning to sort this for months, that is often the whole unlock. Not that it was hard, but that it never lined up with a moment they were free. Now it does not have to. The honest comparison. If you can comfortably use the app from where you are, if your number verifies, your login works, your identity is already set up, it is still 177 dirhams and 50 fils, and you are welcome to it. If the app from overseas has become a wall of foreign number, verifications and logins you cannot complete, our fee of 299 dirhams plus VAT buys a route that never assumed you were standing in Dubai in the first place. And the constant boundary. We file. RERA issues the certificate into the correct record. Distance changes the logistics. It does not change the rules, and it does not let anyone promise you an outcome. The time zone stops being a problem. Distance is not only about miles, it is about hours when you are 8 hours behind Dubai, the government's working day is half over before yours begins, and any route that needs you awake at the same time as an office is quietly working against you.